probably wondering, is my dog spoiled? Yes, he is.
Because we always think it's earlier than it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, that thing is legit. Good morning. Yeah, see, it's plenty dark out. That light's like, ooh. Happy 2025, everybody. First episode of the season, first hunt of the year. Happy turkey season, all of you. It's opening day here in Maine. Lucky for me, I'm up first on the gun this year. Hopefully, gonna execute a little bit better than my first hunt last year, God willing. We're at the same spot, my go-to, honey hole. Same plan as last year, really. We're going to plan A. If you guys tuned in to the hunt that we had last year, we're gonna go set up in that same spot that Logan and I walked the train tracks to get to, see if we can get those birds out in that big open field for some awesome footage. We've got 2 hens this time, no male presence. Hopefully the toms, you know, if they're roosted where we think they are, they'll just come right out. You know, first day of the season, hopefully we can put one down quick, and then I'll get behind the camera so we can double down by lunchtime. Turkey's on the menu. Let's go get it.
What's that? Huh? Yes. Yep. There he goes. There's one down.
There's birds on the ground.
Yeah, here's one down. He flew down.
Oh, he spooked 2 hens.
Huh?
There's hens on the ground where he is. He spooked them when he went down.
Oh, gotcha.
So he flew down at some hens.
Gotcha.
So we're calling it a wrap on spot 1. We had encounters with plenty of birds. We had really nice Tom actually roosted in the pine adjacent to the big one where I shot my bird last year. So we were in between 2 spots, the setup from the first spot last year, which is where we set up in this morning, or you know, the second spot, which is, you know, it's eyesight from each other. It's either lining up on the tree line or out in the field. So we were out in the field, and that bird was literally in roost, the tree adjacent to where we sat up next year. We could see him in roost, which was pretty crazy. Definitely caught his interest. He was on our decoys from the roost, pitched down, and you could tell that he pitched down to a group of hens. Unfortunately, they were cutting pretty hard this morning, and the females were just taking him away from us. Logan and I were tandem calling, creating a nice competitive situation, which usually works for us decently. If birds are henned up, it at least keeps them in the area. Sometimes it draws the hens in if they're competitive enough, if they're, you know, aggressive enough. Wasn't the case this time. They were really just pulling them away from us. So we looped around them 2 different times, closed the gap on them twice. We were able to get within 20 yards of them on both occasions almost, but the problem was there was so much in the way. We couldn't get a camera shot, or could we get an actual shot. So didn't pan out, but ultimately really awesome first hunt, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, we got on a bird, and to be honest, like, to see him up in the tree, that was really cool.
Yeah, it reminded me of a few years ago.
Yeah, and he was pretty much an eyesight of our setup, which was kind of a,
yeah,
you know, it's kind of 50-50 how that would play out. But
it reminded me, it took me back to a few years ago, a little bit of PTSD from the worst year of turkey hunting I've ever had, where I wounded a bird, and we actually saw him up like in the tree, roosting in the tree like a few days later. Didn't come down out of the roost, and like the bird was clearly wounded, and that was a hunt where Logan and I hunted from the ground, and like we could see the bird in the tree, roosted the whole time. This is the first hunt I've had since that where that's ever happened. So this is only the second time I've hunted turkeys where I could actually see the birds in the roost from the setup. So just, you know, things to learn from, but ultimately I don't think it affected anything. I loved our setup.
well, like we were talking about, right from the get-go, we knew that he was henned.
Oh yeah.
And that it was gonna be a pretty difficult to try to pull
Guys,
him away from what he already had.
listen, if you see toms in roost when you sit, and they're strutting in roost before you have even called to them, they're with hens. Like, why else would they be strutting in a tree by themselves, right? There were hens roosted in the trees adjacent, or in the tree that he was in and had already pitched down or on the ground. He was clearly trying to strut his stuff up in the tree, you know, showing the girls his business, because he was strutting around before we even started to exchange calls, which was interesting. I hadn't seen that before, so definitely a telltale sign that a bird is henned up for sure. But we're gonna go refuel, coffee, breakfast Sammy's. We're hitting the road, Jack. Don't go nowhere.
Nice, dude. You got him. There's another one if you want the other one. Just like that, we got into a bird. Dude, was that just a big group of jakes?
Another silent group of jakes. 2 years in a row. Shit on me if you want, chat. I don't care. I'm out here grocery shopping. My boys are gonna be pumped meat for the freezer. Maine outdoor
Nice job, buddy. Hell yeah.
Nice clean kill. I was able to put him down pretty quick. He was still flapping a little bit, but he went down good.
Nice.
He went down good.
Hell yeah.
Good looking bird. Oh.
He looked like he had a full fan.
No. I think he's jakey. But close. Close. I'm waiting for him to start freaking flopping. Well, dude, I mean, I just took him down by the head. Where are the dead flaps? Come on. Oh, yeah, there's his little beard. Hey, for the channel, anything.
Hey, that's a
Hey.
bird down in my book, baby.
Dad got a tag, right?
Dude.
Is it too stretched out?
No, that's good. Nice, dude.